Look at this pretty little lake. This is called Edith Lake in Squamish. BC Parks was nice enough to open the gate for me to get in here. I'm going to go over there and take the scooter out and scooter that way. That little open area right there, back in the day, we're talking like probably 100 years ago, before this was a park, that there was a like a log cabin there, and some guy, that was his homestead. That's why that's a little open area. It was really cool. I first dove here back in 2014. And we pulled out a little bit of trash. So, we're going to go and have a look to see what we can find. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Henry. So, I have Milo with me. He's a follower of my channel, and his buddy dropped a fishing rod here in Edith Lake. So, we're going to go and have a look. And so we can find his fishing rod for him, and as well to see what kind of trash we can find. So Edith Lake is actually a pretty shallow lake. Having dived here before, I knew that I didn't think I was going to break like maybe, I think like 20-25 feet or so. And then I think on this dive, I think my max depth's around 17 feet. I had a little bit of a challenge scootering across to the other side of the lake because the bottom is just really mono-colored. So I had to kind of just go in small burps to get across. But yeah, so I got Milo, who was up on top of the little floaty raft thing, and dropped my main line down. It's weighted down the bottom, and then I used my small reel because I knew the bottom was featureless and so flat that I would have a hard time swimming around randomly. So what I do is I let out a bit of line, and then I would swim a full circle. I would have a visual reference of something that I could recognize on the lake bottom. You can see my computer there is 17 feet. And when I come back to my starting point, I would let out some more line and keep doing these ever expanding circles. Obviously, the final circle, I think I did it like 3 laps. The final circle was just absolutely massive, and it took me a lot of time to actually cover that ground. Not a lot of success. Well, couldn't find a fishing rod, but yeah, you know what? Success of this kind of mid-lake recovery, like the guy dropped his fishing rod like in the middle of the lake, and it's hard to get a reference point, right? Like if you're not next to a rock wall or like a fishing or a piling next to a dock, these mid-water searches are difficult. So, because if you don't triangulate yourself within a pinpoint, it's not going to work. Anyway, let me get out of my dry suit, and I'll show you the beer cans I got out of the water. All right, there we go. That's the little bit of 2 pounds of trash that I pulled out. 14 beer cans, aluminum pie plate, golf ball. I believe that's a fishing roll jar, probably. Solo cup and what looks like a little ketchup packet thing, food wrapper. All right, haven't been here since 2014, and yeah, not a lot of trash at all. Wasn't really looking for trash. I just picked up what I saw. I'm going to relocate and head over to Alice Lake and see if I can find Buddy's wedding ring. Brought out the big guns today, the giant metal detector. All right, let's get going. So the first thing you'll notice in this section of the video is that I don't have my blue diving gloves on, my dry gloves. Doing this with a naked hand, which feels super odd to me. My dry suit does have a seal on the wrist there, so the water doesn't get inside. So what I'm doing is simply just metal detecting, and again, this is why I have a bare hand, so I can actually feel for the shape of a ring. As you can see here, that I'm able to metal detect things. I just can't feel for the ring, or I can't find the shape of a ring. I'm doing my best here. I spent about 15 minutes in this area covering as much ground as I could. Found a few things that were underneath the silt, but that was about it. All right, so it's funny because these 3, so the sunglasses, that's kind of cute. The sunglasses and these goggles, I only picked up because there's minute amount of metal in it. Got picked up. There's a wire framing inside, I think. Metal detector picked it up, otherwise I wouldn't be able to see it. But yeah, no luck. There's the beast. Well, there we go. Yeah, I feel bad. I really like to find his wedding ring for him because, you know, it's a wedding ring. But yeah, it's off the end of that dock right there, and the top layer of the silt, about this much of it, is just super soft, and the ring would just puncture right through, and got lots of beeps, lots of hits. And I'm just feeling around. You can see in the video I wasn't wearing my dry gloves, but luckily it's just surface temperature, so the ambient temperature is actually pretty warm. So I was feeling around in the muck. Every time I get a beep, I put my hand in there and try to feel for the ring. No luck. Anyway, I tried. It's a wedding ring. I gave it my best shot. Okay, that's it. Thanks to my Patreon supporters. We'll see you in the next video.